Hey everyone, welcome back to Denise Dives In. Today we will be doing a little bit different video. I like kind of filming behind the scenes, like raw footage of me, like just figuring out where we're at and what's going on, because I think that it's really easy for me to just like write these numbers down. You don't know what's in my account. You just think, oh, well, this was her income, and then that's how she paid bills. This doesn't work like completely perfectly like this, especially when I borrowed money from the emergency fund and this, that, and the other. So from last month, we kind of got a little off the rails with the emergency fund and saving ahead for the mortgage. So I was just gonna sit down and go through and make sure that we're on track to make sure that we have both the emergency fund of the $1,000 and the mortgage for the next month set aside. And I thought I'd bring you along on that journey. So I personally like to see like exactly like where people like do their, how they do their things. I personally keep my emergency fund in my checking account, and that is because I don't have a bill cushion. I don't have a, what if I don't have a, like I had to pay that medical bill last week. What would I do if I didn't have that in like accessible to me? Because I don't want to use my credit cards. I don't have the money to pay those without like borrowing or like setting aside that money each week. I don't really have that money because I don't have a bill cushion. I just have my emergency fund. And a medical bill kind of, you can consider an emergency fund item, but to me, I'd rather just have that because it was really hard for me to take credit cards out of my purse. It was so hard. Like I was really resistant to it, but they're out of my purse, and my savings has been empty, and I put my emergency fund in there just like as a cushion because it made me feel a little bit better, and I don't necessarily recommend that. Dave Ramsey does not recommend that, but for me, it just gives me that peace of mind that I needed. I'm sure once we get like the bill cushion built up a little bit more, I'd like to have like $1,000 of a bill cushion, just in case there was like extra like medical bills or the smoke detectors are going off or something like that. I would like to have like an extra 1,000 on top of my mortgage. Usually is sitting in there. Right now it's not. I had to pay my mortgage, so that's not in there. And then on top of the emergency fund, so that would just be sitting in the savings, or I could take it out in cash and put it in the freezer or something. And then another $1,000 just sitting there as a cushion, because right now I do not have a cushion. So like you can see right now, my checking account is at $1,019.40. So this doesn't include the gas and groceries because I transfer those every single week, and right now we're kind of in the middle of the week. So this is just bills. All of my bills have come out, and this is basically what we have left. And that to me is very, like, yes, great for us for like budgeting and that we have like what the money we need for the week and stuff like that. But what if I needed something that's over $1,940? So that's where I kind of just got like get anxious about it, because technically 1,000 of that is the emergency fund. So hopefully you see what I'm saying, but like that's why that is in my checking account. I don't foresee us needing anything else, but right now we're at $1,940 over. And I'm gonna go through the rest of the weeks for the January month and see where we're at with our emergency fund, and put aside the mortgage and see where we're at so that we can start February off right with sinking funds and paying more to the credit card, sorry, the auto loan. And then that way we can, I don't know, maybe move the $1,000 back into the savings. But for now, it is in my checking account. So our checking account, me and my boyfriend have a bill account, and then we have like our groceries and gas account. And the groceries and gas obviously has more money in it for groceries and gas, but this is our bills and like basically all the other things that I don't take out in cash. So if we needed, basically it's just bills and unbudgeted. So if I needed something that's over $20, we're kind of screwed. So I'm gonna say for the rest of the month, our possible income would be we're just gonna say possible income right here, I guess. Possible income. And I'm gonna lowball it. Our bonuses should be, I'm gonna go on the higher, like a little bit higher than normal and say 2,000, and then I'm gonna say that we only earn, let's say 900. My calculator fell earlier. 900 for, I don't know why I need a calculator for that. So let's say 2,900. And then we'll just total that real quick. It's $3,919.40. I try using this dot grid paper and I never write well on it. So that's our possible income for the rest of the month. We are getting our bonus checks next week, and then we'll get one more check at the end before I start February's, because the 29th check I'm considering part of February's. So we just have 2 more checks for this month. And then for bills, I'm just going to write out the bills that still need to come out. So we have, this is for the Optima. And then we have SRP. Yeah, it just like never looks nice. I don't know. It's really hard to write on it. I got a dot grid journal to do like bullet journaling in, and I haven't even, I've been practicing in like a like cheap one I got at Walmart, and I'm just like, I don't like the way it looks in here, so I don't want to waste my bullet journal until I get like better at writing in it. So, but that's where I write like a lot of my like stuff that I'm like figuring out like this. And if you're new to my channel, I say like a lot. I'm a Valley girl at heart. I apologize. Like and when I'm editing, I'm like, why did you say like 19 times? We should have like a like counter in my videos. Okay, so these are the fixed bills that still need to come out. Oop. So we've got $573.55. And then we have our budgeted items. I still need to account for haircuts, so that's $45. And then I need to account for groceries and gas. Gas is gonna be 90 times 2, which is 180, because we still have 2 weeks remaining. If you take a look here, I'm basically just like seeing how my paycheck to paychecks go, and we still have like half of all of these because I've only done out 2. So I basically need to still fund that one, and then I need to fund all of these for the next 2 weeks. And then groceries is 85 times 2. Do I need zeros? I don't know. I'm trying to be consistent here. And then Dominic's after school is 30. And then we have mom for 60. Eat out for 75. Trying to be consistent, and then I stopped doing it. Stupid. All right. And then 200 for Alex and 200 for me. So these are the budget items. So these are the fixed bills. Obviously there's nothing pretty about this because I'm just seeing where we're at kind of thing. And these are the budgeted items that I still need to account for. I kind of like to know where I'm at, especially when I don't have the emergency fund like where it's supposed to be at. According to the account, it is where it needs to be at. So we're just gonna see where we're gonna be at the end of the month. So So that's $960. So we have $960, $530, $573.55, and then we also have month ahead on mortgage. We'll say month ahead. Mortgage is such a weird word. So that's $928.27. So if you add those three up, $960, $573.55, $928.27, you get $2,461.82, and we'll just call those expenses. And then the income we had, and this was like income, or like what was left in the account as well, was $3,019.90.40. So that leaves us with $1,457.58. And then we need to take out the emergency fund. So $1,000 for the emergency fund. So that leaves us with $457.58 worth of a like bill cushion, which I do think that, knowing this now, I will feel comfortable with moving this back to the savings or taking it out in cash. That's kind of why I wanted to do this little breakdown and see where we're at, because I don't like having it in there. It just like makes it so that I feel like when things are an emergency, I usually, even when things are an emergency, I kind of know about them. So I can always like transfer it or whatever. Like, it doesn't need to be chilling in my checking account, but you're only allowed to make so many transfers per month in your savings. So I think it'll be fine now that we have that much of a bill cushion. And that's with us making like the minimum that we could make. So I think that starting in February, we should be good to go with just putting whatever we have left over towards possibly the car, or I do want to get Alex's phone paid off. I didn't consider that part of debt, which I should have, I feel like. But the reason the Verizon bill is like $145 is because we have like a payment plan on his phone, and I'd like to get that paid off. So I could start putting money towards that as well if we have anything left over. He owes like $522 on that. So in February, if we have anything left over, I'm gonna keep whatever we have left over this month just like sitting there as like an emergency, not emergency, but like kind of just like an unbudgeted, oh my goodness, I forgot to budget for this and we need something, or there's a medical bill, or so this, that, and the other kind of thing. So I do want like that to be in there so I don't have to keep using my emergency fund. So that's what I'm going to use that for, and that's where we're at with this. Hopefully you found that helpful. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great day. I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.